But this week I decided, because it is Thanksgiving, I really wanted to be able to spend some time camping in a place that I feel the most thankful for. I'm going to be spending the actual day with some of my family and friends, but what better way to start off this week than camping in a beautiful forest in Northern California? So I'm bringing you to one of my favorite spots. Even though it has been snowing all around, this actual location did not get snow yet. Don't know what's going to happen overnight. But it is foggy, misty, frosty. It's giving all the feels of a cozy, cold Thanksgiving. So I can't wait to have a campfire tonight and just enjoy camping out in the woods. I'm going to be doing some camping with my friend Jason and his dog Ben. And so he's getting back in his rig, and we're going to go find a cozy spot to camp for the night and just enjoy what everybody loves, nothing better than just simple camping out in the forest. All right, here we go. I'm trying to be a little bit careful. They've gotten a ton of rain back here, so everything is extremely muddy. And even though there is frost on the ground, that mud gets messy and can be extremely hard to navigate in. It doesn't matter if you're 4x4, all-wheel drive, or like me, just a 2-wheel drive. It's definitely hard to navigate when mud gets thick. I am trying to avoid mud, but I've never been back here, so if you see something, call it out.
Okay, I would say that if we find anything good right away, we should just take advantage of it, so that way maybe we can take advantage of filming this vlog.
Sounds good to me. After looking down several forestry roads, we actually decided to stay in this formal campground because it is completely empty and deserted, which is kind of fun and cool. But more than anything, just all the roads through here are so muddy and so bad that our best chance to really find something is going to be here. It's fun to stay in a formal campground when it's winter season because everything is shut down. These bathrooms are actually open, but nobody is here. So you get the entire campground to yourself. And the best part is, you know, you get all the amenities, but no people. Everything is so muddy. It's so muddy out there. I'm stuck in a campground. It's kind of embarrassing right now. You have to be really careful in the winter because I've already had a major issue happen. I am a front-wheel drive vehicle and came down into this campground area, but as I mentioned earlier, there was a lot of rain that came through this area and some snow. So what has happened is this mud is a thick clay, and my van is officially stuck, and I'm gonna have to try to get out of here. I think I might be stuck. I'm trying to straighten my wheel. I feel like, should I go forward first and then try to back up?
Well, try it, but don't get too aggressive with it. Worst case scenario, like I said, I can just pull you out, but okay. I feel like already
it's so much mud and snow.
Trying to push you over here. So just try to go forward a little bit.
Okay, I'll try to go forward.
See how it works.
Okay.
This is a good opportunity for you to practice with your recovery boards.
With my recovery boards. Yay! You're so mean. He's gonna make me use my recovery boards. Dang it. Because he's thinking that I should try to use my recovery boards since I usually am traveling solo. And luckily he is with me, so he has all the recovery gear and could pull me out if needed. But it is a good lesson, I guess, for me to learn to try to get my van out all on my own. So, because if he was not here, I would be struggling to do this. So it's probably a good practice to do this, knowing I have a backup solution if needed. But I do want to say for the record, it is a little bit mean. You're doing this because it's cold out.
Well, I think it's a good opportunity to show people that you don't have to be doing anything crazy to be stuck. We're in a campground.
Yeah, we're in like an actual campground. Yeah, that's a mess. Okay, well, I gotta climb up on my roof because my boards are up there, so I'm gonna grab those. It's so slick from the mud. Everything is icy up here. Okay. Oh, I almost slid off my AC. It is slick. Okay. It really would be a lot faster if you just grabbed your strap and pulled me out. I have 4 lock points on here to hold these down. As you can see, there is frost all over here, so my fingers are already frozen. Nothing worse than working out in the freezing cold. But as much as I am giving him a hard time about not just pulling me out, I do actually appreciate the fact of the encouragement, I'll use the word encouragement, to use my recovery boards and to learn how to do this on my own, because 90% of the time I am by myself, and it's really good to know how to do this and also show that you can do it. Honestly, I haven't taken these off since I bought these to put them on here. Okay, I did it. I got them off. Okay, watch out, Ben.
Come here, Ben. Ben, come here. Okay, now throw the other one down.
No, I don't want to fall to my death coming back down, because this I slid right on this AC. Okay. Oh, my hands are frozen. Okay. Okay, step 1 done. This video is going to be a learning video. I thought it was going to be like a relaxing Thanksgiving camping, and we'll have some of that. But first we're going to show real life of what happens when you get stuck in the mud, ice, and snow in an established campground on Thanksgiving week.
You know, you got a lot of mud behind the tire, and you got your step, which is really low, so that is going to add some challenge. So you do need to clear out behind the tire. Ideally, it would be best to just go back, but we might have to do a forward and back.
Where is my shovel? It's in here. It's just a mess in here. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, my hands are cold. I need gloves. Not on that side. Okay, usually, let me use this under all this stuff. Dang it, I didn't want to take all this out. Ugh, I'm really glad I put it all the way in there. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Look, I found it right on the back where it's supposed to be.
All the comments from the guys are like, I would have just pulled you out. I wouldn't have made you do that.
That is not getting edited out of this video. This side's less bad.
Yeah. So you'll want to try to dig under the tire a little bit so that we can try to get the tip of the recovery board down as far as possible.
If my dad was here, he would have pulled me out. Actually, my dad, the one time I got stuck at his house in the sand, he's like, why don't you use the recovery boards? I'm all, so we actually were going to. And he's all, it's just faster watching you do this to pull you out. So he just ended up pulling me out.
Well, it's not so bad.
No, it's just, it's a lame little shovel is why.
But it's actually working well for what you're doing right now.
Your big shovel on your truck sure would have been nice to use right now. He's got a really big, nice shovel, for the record. For all my subscribers watching, I'm being forced to use this.
I just want to point out that I am making her use her gear, so she can, maybe some of her gear should be up.
You're just trying to make yourself sound better. Man, this mud is like clay. Oh!
I mean, the big thing here is, like I said, you do a lot of traveling by yourself. You're often
Yes.
by yourself, and so, like, anytime that you have an opportunity to do some learning, it's always, I think, a good thing.
Sure. I feel like that's probably good. Let's try it. Trying trying to get it, that tip under there a little bit. That feels pretty good, especially once I straighten that.
Right.
Okay, that looks pretty darn good. What do you think?
I think that looks pretty good. It's a good start.
Just, I'm gonna turn my tire slightly that way. Let me wipe off my mud hands on this rock here. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. Got to straighten these out a little bit and then try to back up slowly. I don't want to let my tires spin on the running boards. I just want to do consistent and easy motion to get out of here. Okay, I'm in reverse. Tow haul mode is on. My tires are straight. I'm going to just do steady back up onto the boards. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Am I good?
No, you're not on the board.
Okay.
Try going forward just a hair. Okay, now stop. Stop.
Okay.
Don't. Now, I'm going to do this for you, but
Okay.
At this point, I'm going to reposition the thing because we actually got to where we can get this thing under.
Levered. What about on the other side? Let's check that.
I'm going to go.
So what happened is, as I went back, the running boards slipped because they weren't underneath the tires enough. So I pulled forward just a little bit to where now the boards, we can stick them much further under the tire. So I'm going to re-straighten my wheel and back up on those now that that part is done. Okay, so I'm going to reverse.
Try to go slow.
Okay, here we go.
But I know it's hard, but
Just slow and easy. Keep going back. Okay. Give it more gas.
give it a little bit more gas.
A little more gas. Not spinning, but I'm not quite. I'm gassing it all the way.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, so this is the issue with the Dodge. The Dodge, or the Ram Promaster, has a little bit of an issue where once the traction hits a certain spot, like your tires literally stop turning. It's a defect on this.
Go forward, and then we're not going to reposition the boards. Okay.
And now reverse again. I just want to get my tires moving a little bit.
Okay, go forward. No, go forward again. Go forward, try a little bit more forward. Okay, there you go. Stop. Now stop. Now put it. What I want you to do is everything I told you not to do. Come
Okay, so now I'm doing everything he told me not to do. Okay.
Now I want you to put it in reverse,
Okay.
and I want you to give it a little gas.
A lot of gas?
Just
Gas.
somewhere in the middle of that.
Okay. I know I'm kind of on the board, but not
Yeah,
quite.
You're on the board, but again, you're just not going anywhere.
It's like my tires just stopped spinning completely. That's a big issue with these.
That's a really unfortunate deal. I want you just to gun it backwards and see what happens.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Go forward again. Keep it nice and straight. Whoops. Good enough?
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm gonna gun it back.
Gun it back.
See, they're not spinning, are they?
Yeah, so she's flooring it right now. You can hear the motor, but it just won't turn the tire. We will go ahead and help her, just pull her out with the van, with the winch.
I didn't want him to pull me out. I was determined to do this on my own, but kind of what I was sharing with him, I have friends that have the model Promaster that has the traction control button. And so what you want to do is you want to turn that off because your wheels stop spinning. Unfortunately, I bought a very, very base model. My van does not have cruise control, and I also don't have a traction control button. So with that, what happens is where a lot of people can push that button and get their wheels to start spinning again, I unfortunately do not have that in my van. So what's going on out there is I'm going forward, everything's moving forward, but the minute I start to go back, and I'm gassing it, they stop spinning completely. So he didn't realize that and is like, okay, at this point we've tried this like 4 different times, it's going forward, and then the minute it hits those boards, the wheels just stop spinning completely. So what we're gonna have to do is use his winch to pull me out. The hard thing for me is that even though I was giving him a super hard time about making me have to do the recovery boards and stuff, I did appreciate his reasoning behind that. And it's because I travel so much by myself and I need to learn to get myself out of these situations. The hard thing with this old model of this Promaster is I'm in a situation where recovery boards aren't even going to work. And so, yeah, that's frustrating. I mean, it's one more reason why to get the new Nuvo, but it's also frustrating because I could have been in a situation where I'm just stuck in thick mud and I would have to like get out and call for help for a tow, which seems ridiculous when I have traction boards and should logically be able to get myself out of here. Okay, I'm gonna reverse it one last time because we moved the traction boards and the mud looks a little bit drier and thicker. My wheels seem straight?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna gun it out of here. Here we go. Let me pull forward again. Okay.
Okay, now do it.
Yeah, okay, here we go, one more time. Dang it. No, as you can see here, as much as I'm going forward, the second I hit this spot here, it is just really getting stuck down in that hole. And so there's only so much I can do. If I worked on this for a while, if I let it dry out, but knowing that rain is coming later and possible snow, it's better to get it out now. And because he has the option with his recovery gear, we're just gonna get it out. Like I said, I feel a little defeated because I really wanted to get this out on my own, but I also know that sometimes you have to make the better decision, and the better decision is let's not let it get more rainy and get more stuck just to prove a point that I can get out on my own eventually. But I am really frustrated too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try some of those Nuvos because this is just a little ridiculous. This has happened a few times and it's nothing to do with the actual Promaster. It's just the year that I bought this and the base model of it that I bought, like such a basic model. I don't understand why I don't have traction control buttons. Like in this day and age, it's kind of silly. And I really didn't realize that when I purchased it. But like I said, there's a lot of things on this that hindsight is always 20/20, and I would definitely like to do things differently when I move forward with a new van. All right, so what do you have that you're using?
So I'm going to use my Yankum rope kinetic line.
Okay.
And then these are soft shackles, so that way I can connect to your van on one end with it, and then I can connect to my van on the other end with it. And the way these are designed to work is I will pull on you gently, and they will start to stretch, and you'll put in reverse, and then it's almost like a rubber band. It'll stretch, and then that energy trying to pull itself back in is what's actually going to pull you out.
Oh, that's handy how that works.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a little safer than using metal shackles.
I did that before in Tennessee. Well, those people that were stuck in the mud out there in that tornado rainstorm, the guy pulled them out with metal and like
so you can see how that now holds.
Yeah.
It basically uses a knot, and that's a good solid connection, and we'll just do the same on my side.
Okay.
Get to try out my new locking hubs. I'm going to go ahead and lock my four-wheel drive just to make sure that with the extra weight of your van, I don't get my van stuck.
Yeah, don't get stuck. All right, I got my radio on and I'm ready to back up when you are.
Okay, I think that should do it.
That was so easy. Thank you. Where do you typically store these when you're not?
So I store these in my bumper box because it just makes it a lot easier for me to access. And like I said before on your video, you know, when you're stuck like this in the mud, you don't want to be digging stuff out. You want to be able to access this stuff pretty easy.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've gotten to use this. I had to take the strap off of it because I'd never used it since I've had it.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad I could be the first customer for you. Let's just say it probably won't be the last time.
Figure out some kind of new strap. Basically, I just keep it right there, easy to access. I have a few other recovery items in here as well, but that way I'm not digging around inside the van in the mud.
Yeah, I would love to get some boxes on mine for my tools because as you saw, it was a little bit of a hot mess getting my shovel out, so that would be nice to have some of that. Now I'm gonna back up and go up where it's not muddy any longer.
I'll keep my recovery gear close to hand.
Oh, will you? So funny. He's hilarious. We found a spot to camp where I'm not gonna get stuck. We left the mud pit area and now found this spot that has a lot harder packed ground, but also has a lot of pine needles and is not down in the slush that was melting. I kept my recovery boards off and didn't put them back up because I actually needed to level out my van, and it worked really well to use them as leveling boards. So now my van is completely level, and I've used these boards twice today for 2 different reasons. But yeah, I just found a really nice spot. Jason started cutting up some wood for a fire. We're gonna try to do a little campfire tonight and just kind of have a chill night because just getting to camp was a whole thing at this point. But found just this beautiful spot up in this area up here where you have all these formal campsites. But like I said, nobody's here and we have it all to ourselves. So it just kind of feels like our own little private campground, which is pretty fun. Also, right in front of my van, I found this little cat who is down in the mud. And so I knew that this was the perfect spot to be because at the last campsite at South Fork, I found a rock that had a cat, and now I found an actual little cat figurine. Isn't this just the cutest though? I'm gonna start collecting all these little cats I'm finding. This is the second one in a week. It's kind of like a fun little thing that has happened. I'll show you guys the rock that I found at South Fork as well. But this was sitting on the picnic table where I was camped at. And then, so that was like a week ago. And then now, I have this little guy. And the fact that he was literally sitting in the mud right here, right in front of this van, shows me that this is a spot for me in Apollo. So I don't know why, but if this is a sign or what, but I'm finding these little cats in my campsites and it's kind of fun and curious why that's happening.